You know, there's a picture and everything. It's like here, the patterns. I've never seen a sunrise that's not rise in my heart, not change me, not illuminate me. I think about all that I see, the waves, feel the wind, the language of the sun, and think that all those people that are not here will see what I see and feel what I feel because of the photograph. I think one of the gifts that the camera gives is that it's that conduit whereby I want to get this gentleman's name. I took pictures of him. I can connect to people to light a light in them, light their light, okay? I look around and I look at the skyline and the people, and there are millions and millions of people right now, right this moment, not embracing the beauty of creation, the beauty of another day. But they will because of the pictures I take, because of the moments I capture. I grew up in Lexington, North Carolina. I'm the fourth of six children. And to see things that these eyes saw, that hurts now. I remember being in the store once to buy some things, some milk and bread, and I heard this man holler in the store, "Watch me kick this blank, 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 blank." And I think before he could finish saying that, I thought I was flying. Everything was running, going out, milk, and I was like screaming and crying. I ran home. Those are just some of the things that I experienced. It's not things I read about, things I know firsthand. When my father said, "We must love, we must love." My father was a minister that said, "Make a friend a day." And my mother never knew a stranger. The words of righteousness and love in my father has kept me anchored and kept me focused, especially in critical times. I've been in so many situations. In 1969, I was waiting for a bus on a Sunday morning, I think it was. This car stopped, and this man's looking, and it was an old, beautiful black man, you know, face and beard. And he said, stopped in the traffic. He said, "That's your son, that's your son. I know that's you. You're the picture-taking man." And I looked. He said, "Yeah." Yeah, he said, "You're the picture-taking man." I was in the car, bump, 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 you know. And he said, "Keep on taking the picture because you're going to always be the picture." You know, I waved, you know. He said, "But keep on taking." I said, "You know, I want to be God's picture-taking man." My first day to work in Chicago was June the 23rd, 1969. I came here from Charlotte, North Carolina, after my time in the Marine Corps.
I can't tell you how many people I told over my 16 years at the Sun-Times that I worked at the Sun-Times. And the first thing they would say is, "Say hello to John White. Give him my regards." The way he dressed, he always wore a tie. You know, I'd say, why do you do this?" And he said, there's only one time that you can make a first impression. And that was very important to John.
This issue of Ebony Magazine, August of '72, the black male, you took this photo here. And this photo, you said, launched your career.
This is a photograph that was in my portfolio.
John White is more than a photographer. He's a presence. He's a presence wherever he goes, wherever he would show up. John won the Pulitzer because he had a remarkable portfolio of 20 photographs.
What did that mean, John?
Okay. I look back on it now and I think about the Pulitzer was awarded for images that make the heart smile. It was a team, a Sun-Times team. I took pictures and I didn't get the circulation to put them out there. I didn't get them on the newsstands. Everybody's a part of. I happened to be the one who crossed the line with the football, and got the touchdown.
He was assigned to take pictures at a feature story, but there was something about him that was far more than being a photographer. I think he sees the world in a little different way than other people do, and I think that's part of the secrets to his photography.
I've covered a lot of spot news. I mean, anything that I can imagine, things that happen. But as they're happening, in an instant, there was this huge explosion, and the earth shook. Everything shook. And I didn't know if all the buildings were coming down, but instantly, I grabbed my camera on my side. I'm capturing life. And then when I get the full realization of what's happening, I see all these people running. I can't run. It was very frightening. And then I saw the source of the leak. And if anyone's ever been at Niagara Falls, the water and the waves, that's just the way it sounds.
What's interesting about your body of work, John, as a daily news photographer, is that you've got the images of Muhammad Ali. What made Muhammad Ali so great in your mind?
The humanity. I mean, he was more than a boxer. He was a good soul, good person.
He loved people, didn't he?
He loved people. He loved life. The pictures of my friends. I mean, they speak to me. They have a language of their own, and they're not just, it's not just an image on a piece of paper on a wall. No, these are timeless visual treasures for me.
Yes. This picture of Nelson Mandela is intimate. It's an intimate photo. Where is that photo taken?
This is the first picture in his home in Soweto after his release from prison.
And he's not in the living room. Where is he here in the home?
He's in the kitchen. All the media and people were outside. He went in his bedroom to get a jacket.
You could have a photo of Mandela any place, but you picked this photo that you took in the kitchen. Why the kitchen?
It's intimate. It's pure. It's unedited. It's raw. It's from the heart, and that goes from the heart, reaches the heart.
It's not posed.
Oh no. It's I think that's the thing about life and photography is that we capture these moments in time for time. It's a window that keeps life open forever.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinal Bernardin was a spiritual force. He was the spiritual person that you wish that every person of God is. And I think John recognized that right away and really befriended him.
It's the innate spirituality in him. His life enriches me now because the examples I saw, the things that he did, and the way he lived, the way he suffered, the way he died.
When he was starting to fail health-wise, he called John. When John wanted to photograph Cardinal Bernardin's last years, John was always there. It wasn't a relationship of newspaper photographer and Cardinal. It was a relationship of two friends. And Cardinal Bernardin knew that it was important for people to see this journey, and he wanted John to share it with him. And he became an essential part of John's life. John was a celebrity. People admired him. Working with John, being taught by John at Columbia College, it influenced your lives.
I'm the oldest student in the class.
Yeah. You're still learning.
Oh, without a doubt. It's the connection with the human spirit. And that's one thing I try to get my students to remember. The most important thing is humanity. You know, humanity.
In everyone.
Exactly, exactly.
I think a lot of students at Columbia came into his class sometimes because they had to. You know, this was part of the photography sequence, and most of them wanted to be kind of fine art photographers and wanted to be big names in photography. And then they see John White, and he tells you about how you can see the world by being a photojournalist. I think that influenced a lot of photographers. A lot of people went on to become photographers.
Though you were not raised here, it seems you're part of the fabric of Chicago, John. I mean, do you feel that way?
My nest is here as an eagle.
Right.
My roots are there. Chicago is, I love it, I enjoy it, but the world is bigger than Chicago.
Yeah.
I don't forget my roots and my wings. I don't forget that.
Every day was important to John. You know, I think that's the importance of the sunrise pictures. He wanted every day was fresh and new, and you pulled up the slate and started over again. And even if you had a hard day the night before, it was the start of a new day. And the phrase "keep in flight" meant that you were going to really embrace that day, that you were going to look over the world like a bird, and you were going to, this was your domain, and you were going to do the very best that you could, and you were going to keep in flight.
I was just waiting for you to go by. Have a good ride. I'm shocked when I look back and think about how much I've done over nearly half a century.
Absolutely.
Every day. I have to stay in flight to finish my assignment in life. And I try to have this intimacy with the heartbeat of life, the spirit of life. And try to share that with others. Every day for 10 years, he's been coming out swimming. Every day for 10 years. Wow. The old timers, you look at the magazines and things, and they say, how did you get that picture? And they say, F8 and be there. You have to be there.